Hey guys, what's up? Tech Flash here, and today I have another Samsung device to unbox and review. And while Samsung's flagship phones can be pricey in the extreme, the company does have a budget-friendly lineup. And that brings me to the newly released Galaxy A13 5G, which in my opinion ticks almost all of the boxes that you'd expect from any smartphone. In this video, we'll be quickly going through the phone and seeing whether the A13 5G can be considered a worthy opponent in 2022 when it comes to budget phones. First of all, let's talk about the price. The A13 5G is a Samsung phone that is available under the 1000 dirham mark, and this phone actually comes in at around 900 dirhams, which is an extremely affordable price in a market where the same company also makes 5000 dirham phones. Converting that to USD, the A13 5G is around $250. And I should also point out that the A13 also comes in a 4G variant, and that is actually even cheaper at around 600 dirhams. But if you're looking for 5G connectivity, this is the one to go with. Coming down to the unboxing, we have a slightly thicker box than the A53 that we unboxed in the last video, which makes me think that this may actually have a charger in the box. The variant we have today comes with 128 gigs of internal storage, which is expandable to up to 1 terabyte with a micro SD card, and it also comes with 4 gigs of RAM. We have the black color in hand today, but this also comes in a light blue, a peach or orange color, and a white color as well. All right, opening up the box, we have some paperwork right in front of us, or the booklet as you may want to call it. All right, we have the phone in front of us, and yes, we do have a cable here as well, which is a regular USB to USB-C. And we also have our charger, but it's not really any fast charger at all. This is actually only the regular charger that comes with the regular phones, which I think is 15. Yeah, this is a 15-watt charger. So no fast charging at all, but at least we do get a charger here. We also have the SIM ejector pin here. Oh, where'd it go? All right, let's get to the phone itself. And coming to the phone, as I mentioned, we have the black color in hand today. Let's go ahead and take off this wrapping. And as I mentioned, the back is made up of plastic, but right away I can see that this is a fingerprint magnet because I don't think there's any coating on it, and there's already smudges here all over the phone within seconds of me unboxing it. Looking at the bezel is a little bit thick for 2022, but I guess that's what you would expect from a budget phone. And we also have the teardrop design here with the front camera. On the side, we do have a fingerprint mounted button, which I personally like more than the in-display fingerprint sensor. We have the volume rocker buttons here as well. We have a mic on top of that, and we also have the USB-C cable down here alongside with a stereo speaker. And I'm happy to report that we also have a 3.5 millimeter jack. On the left side of the phone, we do have the SIM. Okay, that's lost. Okay, that's not gonna come out. I'm sorry about that. But on the left side, we do have the SIM tray, which, as I mentioned, is supported by dual SIM, and it also has a micro SD availability, so you can actually put in up to 1 terabyte of memory in it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and quickly just set up this phone, and then I'll get right back at you guys. All right, we're all set up now, and if we look at the build quality of the phone, the A13 is, it's not, I wouldn't say it's badly made, but it's not really a premium piece of hardware in your hands. It does feel nice, but it is a little bit plasticky, and the fact that it feels cheap is tempered by the fact that it actually is cheap. So it's not any worse than I'd expect at this price point, and it's not really bad at all if I'm being really honest. At this price point, I'd be very happy with this phone. Looking at the display, we have a 6.5-inch panel, and while it does not have 120 Hz, it is nice to see that Samsung managed to put a 90 Hz display at this price point. And apart from that, there isn't much special about the display. It is a 720p LCD panel, which given the price, I actually don't mind at all. But the colors I noticed that are not really vibrant if you do compare this screen with the likes of other Samsung phones. For example, the A53 that I unboxed in the previous video, or any S series phones, you will see a big difference, which does give the phone a little bit of a lifeless feel. And I don't know about you guys, but I would actually prefer a 60 Hz display with a better quality rather than a dull 90 Hz one. We're getting One UI 4.1 with Android 11, so there aren't many surprises or anything extra. More interestingly than the software itself is the fact that Samsung is promising you 4 years of security patches for the A13. And while that may not be unusual, it is good to see such a cheap phone getting decent support. Running on MediaTek's Dimensity 700 chip, the A13 is paired with 4 gigs of RAM, which gives it enough power for everyday stuff, and even playing games like PUBG or Call of Duty will not really slow it down. In fact, I believe that it's really good for the price point of this phone. The Galaxy A13 also has 3 cameras at the back, a main 50 megapixel primary alongside two 2-megapixel cameras. One is a macro and one is a depth. The primary camera will give you somewhat decent images considering you have good lighting conditions, but it does struggle under low light conditions. There is no dedicated low light mode, and despite the ISO climb being really high in the thousands, in really dark settings, the shutter speed is just too slow to actually take pictures. So that is one of the downsides of the A13 5G. Finally, coming down to a conclusion, should you buy the Galaxy A13 5G? I would say yes, go for it. The phone really packs a punch even with its budget-friendly price, and that's not a combination we see every day. The performance is good. The battery life, for which I forgot to mention, it does have 5,000 milliamperes of battery, so that's good to go as well. You're gonna have to really struggle to finish up the battery on this phone. And apart from that, I did mention that the camera is not that great, but again, at this price point, it is exactly what I would expect from it. I wouldn't expect too much out of it. And you know, honestly, again, as I mentioned, if you do have good lighting conditions, you're not really gonna, you know, see much of a difference. If you want to use this for everyday use or even slight social media use, this is a perfectly fine phone. And finally, it will also give you longer update supports than a lot of other expensive phones like the Pixel 5a. So if you could ignore the slightly dull panel and are in the market for a Samsung phone that won't break your bank, I would 100% recommend the Galaxy A13 5G. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know if you would consider buying the A13, or would you still go for the A12 if you were to look out for a budget phone. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.